Hi folks, as you can guess with the fact of the presence of a towel down, that something is happening. Of course it is. Turn the soldering iron oils on. I need that to solder the speaker wires on. Basically, the radio is finished. The VHF 41 is done. And there's the cabinet. That's the speaker I'm going to put in. It's pretty much the same as the one that's in there. Just hope it fits in the right places. If it doesn't, there's not much I can do about it. It's the only speaker I've got, so it's the only one I've got. It's the one I'm going to use. Now, just empty this out onto the, there we go. Right, we've got a bit of wire in there, let's get that out. It won't do the arm, it just means it'll be a bit of a pain in the ass to put the back on. There we go. Right, right, so the aerial for the FM aerial, that won't be very effective, but still. Oh, hang on, the towel's moved. There we go. Now, I'm going to start off by taking the old speaker out. We'll start by removing the old speaker. I've got to find a way of getting this off as well because I'm putting a new one on. I've got a nicer one which came off the donor. Oh, and one of the screws is seized in. So I've got to work a way of getting that off. So what we'll do, we'll work on that first, and I think the best way to tackle that is to push down there, put a screwdriver into it there, and give it a good push, and the head on the screw's gone, but we're getting there. There we go. And it was tough because it was tight inside that. What a load of shit. Anyway, do some crap out of my way because the stuff here I don't even fucking need. See, I brought a few scrap radios in so that I could get the cases, so I could get the speakers. But the only one I found which comes anywhere near is a 4 ohm speaker, so that'll do. Let's take these lights out. We've got 2 bulbs in there, good ones. Right, let's get the speaker out. I hope this speaker fits. If it doesn't, there's not a lot I can do about it. Right, you don't want to sit and watch me do this. You don't want to sit and watch me do this. I'll come back when I'm assembling it, folks. I just thought I'd film a little bit of it so you can see what I'm doing. And you know, the radio's coming back together. Right, well, we've got the speaker in. Right, what we're going to do next, I'm going to work out the best way of doing this because I've got to get all this in because I ain't unwiring anything. I've got this thing working and that's how it's staying. So basically, I'm going to rest the chassis on the dial on the top there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we are the right way. We are. Let's get that bit of fucking grease off there. There we go. Right, I'm gonna bring that's to the speaker. Both of them are. I hope it fucking reaches. I mean, these are designed to take 2 types of transformer. Reach. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to put an extension on it. Yes? No, I don't need it, Francis. You alright? Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, good night. Bye. Oh no, we're okay there. Length of the wire's long enough. Foot for that. So what we'll do now, we'll put the... Right. The speaker wires reach. That one can be trimmed down. Oh no, it can't. It's got to go up to there, so it can't be trimmed. You do stupid things, Andy. Like trimming wires. Right. I've got to put a couple of screws. Oh no, don't go on lopsided. That's cross-threaded. Can't be. No, it's not. When you get to the bottom here, you can't go any further. Has that come out? No, it hasn't. So you have to use, but you can only do it by hand, you can't get out in there either. Do get the pliers in there. Just get a turn on it. Can't get in there. Well, I want it tighter than that, so I'm going to have to get in. See, the way they put the board on, the way they've done this, it's very, very difficult to get in. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I go a bit further. There we go, folks. There's the radio all back together. How about we test it out, eh? It was working it was working before it went back into the case. Now, let's see how it actually sounds. Now it's back in the case. Now let's get it back in to the Variac. The only reason I'm using the Variac, I want to put a knob on it. That's the tuner knob, but it'll do for now. Just put a waveband knob on it, so we can change the wavebands. I'm not putting everything back together until I'm 100% 110% sure that everything's right. Well, the dial's lit up, so that could mean anything. And the pointers move, but that could mean anything. Right, that's FM. I've sprayed that volume control, folks. There's nothing I can do about that. It's never going to have it that loud anyway.
I gotta represent. Hey.
Hey, I tell you what, that's all the way down.
Don't never stop.
Wow!
Sounds like the world ain't crazy, man. I'm in the mood for love. Can't control my passion. I wanna love you all over.
Well, that's FM. I think that crackling when it first came on might be a loose valve or something, but it's not doing it now. And that's AM with no aerial.
This is the second partners that they're with, or maybe third. Struggling, and now she's finding out, and we're not able to see them. A lot of people didn't get to see it.
Now I can do about that knob.
Friends who are running her.
And the other one's just as bad.
You know, why we're not seeing our...
Right, long wave. Radio 4 in the distance. Let's plug an aerial in. Oop. There's nothing I can do about that knob, I'm afraid. That's something you're just going to have to live with. I've cleaned it, it's now I can do. And the other one's just the same, so... There's nothing I can do about it, I've cleaned it. Right, let's put aerial in. Have I put that in the gram socket? Yeah, I have. Dopey bastard. Go back to, and that's gram, medium wave.
Thanks very much indeed, Vic Sanusi. Thanks also to Margarine Cole. Repeat, ITV say we will take any suggestion that any editorial decisions are made based on race or gender very seriously indeed. and would refute this
And there's plenty of sound there.
possible terms.
I don't know what it is with bushes, but all the volumes never seem to go down on them.
Fine. Great Western Railway has warned train passengers to expect a significant
semi-final. Average in the game.
FM. Lawrence, are you ready for full volume, mate? Here you go. There you go. You know, this is actually quite a good radio. It's got a good VHF on it, which is unusual because they're usually shit by this time. But that is nice, and not my kind of music, but that's clear.
You know, you could use your mouth to speak rather than to inhale.
Yeah, you could use your buttocks to speak as well. How do you think politicians communicate?
Last tickets home again after all that fun. So, set your alarm, Monday at 6:30, alright? Okay, Ross Buchanan's going to be looking after you next.
We will have our first global, international British rap star.
Beethoven at his most exuberant. Was he hinting at a samba in the middle of that exhilarating rondo, the finale?
There you go. The VHF 41 is finally fixed and it's near enough back together again. Wow. It's been a long time, partly due to partly due to components that were mismarked, and that's what was causing all the issues. I mean, I bought the right components, but you know, if the company that I buy them from don't mark them right, what can I do? Not my fault, really. I'm going to clean these knobs up because they've got the writing on them and they're better than the ones that Lawrence supplied. So what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to stick a plug on it for him as well. Turn the variac down. We don't need that now. We know that this is okay. I'll turn the soldering iron off. Turn the variac off, actually. Pull the wires out of there. I'm going to make myself a nice cup of... Let's just stick the knobs on. Ooh, I'll put his own knobs on until I clean those ones up. Just put all the knobs on. Because this is something I've been dying to see since this radio came in. I've been dying to see this, folks. It's got a scratch on the side. Oh, I've got some bad news for you, Lawrence. Yeah, I hate to say this to you, mate, but you're not getting your radio back. This is staying here, mate. Unfortunately. Yeah. This is staying here, buddy. Absolutely, and why not, eh? No, I'm only kidding, mate. It's sorted. You know I am anyway. It's sorted for you. I hope I've done a nice job on it for you. Hope you're very happy with it. And this is a site I've wanted to see since this radio came in here. I wanted to see this site, and be careful where I put my fingers because the damn thing's just been plugged in. I can turn that on to get that in the position I need it to find it, because make it easier, it'll stop the chassis sliding out with the knobs on, won't it? And I mean the volume control's a bit crackly still. There's fuck all I can do, and there's no point. That's what I've wanted to see since this fucking radio came into the fucking. Man, it's not really a radio, this is it. It's a wireless. I've got a couple of. It's acquired 1 or 2 scratches. I'm sorry about that, mate. But you know, since this came in, the one thing I've been looking forward to doing is that, putting the knobs on. I'm going to put the chassis in properly now, folks, and put all the screws in. Everything can be screwed into place, and then I'll give it a wipe down, stick a plug on it for him. And before I do any of that, I'm going to have my tea. I've had no tea, and I'm absolutely starving. Anyway, folks, let's try and give you a zoom in close up. And no, I didn't mean a blooming close up, I meant a zoom in close up. Look at that. And if we turn it round, let's have a look at the chassis, because this is the last time you're all going to see the chassis. Because, there we go. Haven't I made a lovely job? Hey folks, look at that. Let's give them valves a, make sure that they're all stood straight. Because it did crackle when it first came on. But then it went away, so I think that was just... And look at my neat wiring there, folks. Hey, don't forget me neat wiring, look at that. All my nice wiring. I need to find a screw for here, because I lost the screw for there, but it's not really lost, because there's one here. There's one here, it's not really lost. I mean, things don't really get lost in here, they just... That's the one with the head all chewed up. Things don't really get lost in here, they just get misplaced. And then they turn up. But this will be all lovely for Lawrence to take back to the Netherlands with him, back to Holland with him. And he's going to put it on his auntie's sideboard. And I hope she really enjoys it. And I hope he enjoys it. I hope they enjoy using it as much as I've enjoyed repairing it. Not. I've enjoyed repairing it, but I haven't enjoyed the fact that I was given wrong. The fact that I was supplied with the wrong components to do the job. I mean, that was bang out of order. And that was Bright Components, by the way. They're eBay traders. And I was also talking to my mate Jay from Jay's Vintage Junk, and he was telling me he bought some op amps from there, and they were noisy as hell. You know, so I shan't be ordering from there again. Anyway, we've got the lovely old radio done. The old girl's ready to go back. I'm going to put the other knobs on. I'll see how they clean up first, but I'd like to, because they've got the writing on them. Telling you what knob does what. So, I mean, I don't know whether these are in the right order or not. You know, but I'm going to go and get something to eat, folks. And I'll tell you why, because I'm starving. And thank you very much for watching. I know this, before I go, I know this series has been drawn out. It's been drawn out through no fault of my own. It's been drawn out because I bought what I thought was the right components, because they had the right values written on them, stamped on them, and they turned out not to be, and that was causing the FM, the instability in the FM with high volume levels. But so now he's got a nice new speaker, well, a brand new second-hand speaker. He's got a nice new speaker that fills the whole of the grill. It fits in there beautifully like it was made. The original was a 2 ohm. The one I've put in is a 4 ohm. It won't make any difference, I wouldn't have thought. And I'm getting a bit croaky because I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. I'm going to go and get myself watered and fed. I'll catch you later, folks, and thank you very much for watching. Lawrence, enjoy. See you later, buddy. Bye, mate, and catch us all later, folks. And like I say, thank you very much for watching. More to come later. The next project will be, I've got another radio here that Lawrence gave me. But he gave it me because the FM doesn't work, but it originally came in for repair. Now I would like to repair it for him. I noticed that the FM oscillator does. I'll tell you what, I'll get to that. I'll get to that when I put it on the bench. I won't mither about that now. I'm going to get me tea. I'll catch you later, folks. I'll just tell you what's coming up next. Coming up next is a Pi Typhoon. I'm going to have a go at getting that going for him, even though he did tell me to keep it for spares. I don't like to keep people's things for spares. I mean, I'm not going to charge him for doing that because it's only a little job, and there's not really any value in the radio. So, you know, it's not a valuable one. So, I mean, it's not a beautiful old girl like this. You know, this is a beautiful old radio. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really want to give this one back. I'll tell you what. Hey, I'll tell you what. Should I give him that one? Hey, just chuck the chassis in and the glass and everything and just put it in a bag and should I give him that one? Believe it or not, you know, that nice clean chassis that I bought as a donor, that came out of this. And believe it or not, I might even have a go at restoring that. You never know. That could be a future project. Anyway, folks. Aye. Like I said, the next one is the Pi Typhoon. And after that is me Bluetooth record player. That I'm working. I might even do my Bluetooth record player next. But I'm having a couple of days rest now. I'm going to put this together and then I'm having a few days rest. I mean, I do want to revisit the VHF 70, but I am having a few days rest. So if the VHF 70 isn't, if I'm not happy with that by the time he comes, then at least he's got this one to take with him. And let's try and make it. Well, he's got his little Bush replica reproduction TR-130 to take as well. That only had the controls cleaned, for which I haven't charged. I don't charge for it. You know, it's regular, so I don't do that. You know, besides it's nice to give something back now and again, folks. Anyway, I've done enough rambling. I'm out of here. I'm starving. Bye, folks.